Hello there, Photoshop fans. Today we're going to work in Adobe Camera Raw a little bit on this filter, on the radial filter. That's this one right up in here. And using this tool to create areas of light and dark and enhance our photograph. So to begin with, let's switch back over because you can see we're in Camera Raw. We're going to switch back to Photoshop and duplicate our image here. We have the master copy, so we'll do a Cam J, and we now have a duplicate. Okay, let's switch back now to Camera Raw. There we go. And click on the radial filter. As you see, it opens up the tools here. These are tools specific now that's happening to the radial filter. Now, one other thing about the radial filter is down on the bottom, you have what's called effects. When you make the radial tool, you can affect the inside of the elliptical circle in relation to these tools and the outside. So for example, we're click the elliptical. I'm going to click right here, open this up. We've made there. And now we can brighten it up. We can darken it. We can add temperature. So any of these tools can affect the interior of this circle. Okay. Now let's do another one. But we're going to affect the outside of the circle. Click there. I'll make another circle. So here's our circle. As you can see, the exposure and contrast are way up. We're going to bring them way down and see how it affects this switch out here. The effect switch outside affects everything around the elliptical circle. So that's what's interesting about all of this. So with that, let's get going here. And what we're going to do is give you a better example of how this works, doing it on the image of the monk, on the statue of the monk in the garden. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the elliptical, and we're going to affect the outside first. So click on outside. I'm going to bring my exposure down a little bit because we want it to darken it a little bit. Put this circle in the center and open it up. Now let's bring the exposure down further. There we go. I like it, don't you? So we could do another. Right like that. Let's open up just a little bit more. Good. Okay. There it is. Now I want to do one more, or a couple more actually. So go to Camera Raw again. I'm going to brighten the face up here. Elliptical, inside now, because we're going to do the image on the inside, but see the exposure is way down, that's why it's black. We'll move it up, add a little yellow, that might be interesting there. Terrific. Now we have the inside, we have our monk nicely lit. Now some other things that we can do that are interesting with the elliptical is to use it like we would a brush. So all of this garden area around here, I'm going to click elliptical, click on inside. Watch what happens as I do this. Get my brightness up here. Like rays of sunshine coming in. See? And all you're doing is a quick line, abstractly. There is no rhyme or purpose. I'm just trying to light various areas on this. I'm going to click OK. It's rendering. There it is. It's rather interesting, huh? Now let's do one more thing on this. Well, we're in Camera Raw. Let's go ahead and crop this. So we'll come down to our crop tool, down here. I'm going to put the monk in that side, bring it up this way. There's the original. And it's rendering. And here comes the copy. Now these might be a little bit bright on this little experiment here, so we can bring them down. When you're doing that, just keep an eye on it, and if it's too bright like this one right here, then just lower your exposure. But that's the advantage of using the radial tool in highlighting and using it like a brush to highlight extreme areas. So give that a try, and let me know how it works out.